Hi guys, today's video is going to be on taking your small pets outside, and I'm just going to cover a few of the things that you need to think about if you want to take your rabbit or guinea pig or small animal outside. It's a little bit different for hamsters because they really do need to be enclosed because they're so tiny. They can be carried off a lot easier by birds and cats and things like that, so it's a little bit different for hammies, and I might do a video on them soon. And as you can see, all the clips are mainly of the guinea pigs, and that's because it was their first day outside today on the grass, which is really exciting. And at some point I'd quite like to get them in enclosed play run thing, but I don't have the money at the moment, and I only put them in it when I'm literally sat next to them. I won't leave them unattended or anything in it. You may also notice that they don't have any water, and that's just because as it was their first day I only left them out there for sort of 10 minutes just so they get used to it, because if they eat too much fresh grass too quickly it can give them tummy problems and diarrhoea. So I only left them out for a little while to get used to it, and then I took them back in. So the first thing you're probably going to want to think about when you put your animals outside is if you're putting them on the grass or in your garden, then you want to see if all the plants are edible. And I'll leave a few links in the description bar. There's a really good rabbit safe weed list from the Rabbit Welfare Association. For guinea pigs there's Guinea Links, and for my tortoise as well I use the Shelled Warriors website, and I'll leave that link as well if you've got a tortoise and you want to take them outside. So you need to be really careful what your animals are eating, because in the wild they've evolved to learn which foods are good and which foods are bad, but because our pets have been domesticated for generations, they've lost that inbuilt, oh I shouldn't eat this sort of thing. So they don't know what foods are good for them and what foods are bad, and they will just eat anything. So you do need to check that it is suitable for them to be eating. So you really want to avoid any plants like foxgloves or bluebells, as they are toxic to guinea pigs, rabbits, hamsters, all sort of small animals. So you really want to avoid them, or any plants with a bulb. You really want to avoid them because they can make them really poorly. You also want to check that your garden hasn't been sprayed with pesticides, weed killers or fertilisers, because these contain chemicals which can also make your small animal really poorly. So you want to check that they haven't been fertilised or anything like that, and you can always check with your parents or your landlord or whoever. So you want to check about that. You also want to see if there's any predators around, such as cats, birds, foxes, because small animals like guinea pigs and rabbits are prey species, and cats, birds, those sort of things are predators. They are kind of natural. They're naturally going to be picked on by other animals, so you do need to be really careful that there aren't any around. And for example, in my garden I get a lot of cats, which is why they really should be in an enclosed run. But my guinea pigs are in a 2x5 C&C sort of run, and that is simply because I am sat right next to them, so there's nothing that can happen to them while I'm there, but I would never leave them unattended in an open run. And if you are putting your run in your garden, it's quite good if you can get it in half shade, because if it's too hot your guinea pigs or rabbits or whatever can get heat stroke, and if it's too cold they can get hypothermia. So temperature is really a big consideration, and if it is too hot you can always drape a fleece over half of the cage or the run, and also if it's windy that can help cut the wind out. So you need to give them loads and loads of places to hide, so put a hidey house and a tunnel and things like that in their run in case it gets windy or they get scared, because they are naturally scared animals, and then they've got somewhere to hide. And also they're going to need to get used to it if it's their first time outside. So I think that's pretty much it. If it is their first time going out, try not to leave them for too long, because too much fresh grass too quickly can give them tummy problems. And also you do really need to supervise them. Only if they have a really, really safe enclosed run, then you could sort of leave them out there for the day and kind of check on them out the window. But really, I would really recommend kind of observing them at all times, just to make sure that they're all safe. And I think that's pretty much it. If you've got any questions, you can always ask me. And thanks for watching. I'll leave a couple of clips of the animals playing in their runs. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to comment, rate and subscribe. Hop along to our Facebook page so you can keep up to date as we post competitions where you can win loads of prizes for your pets. See you soon!